Good evening, everyone. Hey, how you all doing out there? My name is Katherine Davis, and we say welcome to the New Rhythm Arts Center right here in Sweet Home, Chicago, a fabulous city. Chicago is a fabulous city. There's so many things that's going on. Everything Chicago is opening up, and you know how we roll, right? Chicago is a city that has so many great things to offer. And here today, we are having such a great time um, just enjoying this Sunday evening. We got an overcast of clouds and a few little raindrops and everything, but that's okay because it's all good. Um, Today, I have a special guest, a very dear special guest. I always have special guests. He's my brother, Charles Davis. But before I introduce Charles to you, I would like to say thank you to the New Rhythm Arts Center and to the Lawyers for the Creative Arts and the Department of Cultural Affairs, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, for helping to make all this happen, for all the series of interviews that we've done with all the great performers who you've seen right here every Sunday night coming from our New Rhythm Arts Center. Um, there's so much that's going on. Like I said, city is opening back up, and everybody is ready to get back to their lives and doing things and getting out the house and dressing up and going out to eat and everything. But for those of you who are in the house and you just want to, hang out and hang with us, we're saying hang with us. We want you to hang with us because, we're here to have a good time. And for everybody who has been here, know that we do have a good time right here. Um, my special guest is my very dear brother. His name is Charles Davis. And we've been knowing each other now for many, many, many decades. And a very dear friend of ours who passed away, Barney Lewis, he used to own a popcorn shop called Barney's it was on in
On
Uptown
Wilson.
on Wilson Avenue. And Barney introduced us to each other, and we just became friends, and we remained friends. And so we got to know each other. Um, there was some moments that I was having some, going through with, you know, my husband passing away, and my brother Charles was there to support me, and he's been in my life to support me in every kind of way. And so I'm admired, by him because he's one of Chicago's own, and he is just an amazing person. He's a vocalist. He plays piano, and he's a visual artist, and and he's just done so much. And I was like, Charles, can I interview you so that everybody get to know who you are? And he was like, yes, you can interview me. I was like, yes, 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 yes. So I'm going to introduce him in a minute. Let's see, what else do I need to talk about? Oh, we were just talking about it, Alex, Alicia. We're looking for sponsors to sponsor us. We could use the help out there in uh, Facebook live stream land. Did I say that right? All right. So, yeah. So after this, I wanna see who's out there. We have some friends from out of town, out of Chicago, or whatever. You're watching. We want to send us a chat message and everything. Alicia will have the chat line open and everything, and so we can chit chat a little bit. Let's see what else. We're looking for sponsors, And we're also, yeah, we're looking for sponsors for New Rhythm Arts Center, and we're looking for, we have a tip jar. And it goes to matesoul at AOL.com. Mates, so MATESSOUL at AOL.com. All right, so my brother Charles, I want to say that when I was asking you questions about who you are and what you've done, I'm just, I'm flabbergasted with it because, wow, you've done a lot of great things, and maybe you didn't know about it or anything, but your history tells a lot about what went on in your life during this whole thing, lifespan thing. Is you've got a lot of great things that you did and you contributed to the world. But I had said I wanted to start off with a gospel song because this song, I don't know if you and I ever sang together on this one selection, but it's a song. It's a very strong, a very powerful song. It's called "Through It All," and it was recorded by Andre Crouch. And
Sure.
so, let's open up with that with a musical selection from a recording of "Through It All."
I've had many tears and sorrow. I've had questions for tomorrow. There've been times I didn't know right from wrong. But in every situation, God gave me blessed consolation that my trials come to only make me strong. I've been a lot of places, and I've seen millions of faces, but there were times that I felt so all alone. But in my lonely hour, at those precious lonely hours, Jesus let me know that I was his own. That's the reason I say that through it all, through it all, oh, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Let me tell you that through it all, oh, through it all, I've learned to depend upon his word. So I thank God for the mountains, and I thank him for the valleys, and I thank him for the storms he's brought me through. Oh, if I'd never had a problem, I'd never know that God could solve them. I'd never know what faith in his word could do. That's the reason I say that through it all, through it all, oh, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Let me tell you through it all, through it all, oh, I learned to depend upon his word. Oh, let me tell you right now,
Indeed, through it all. And we've gone through a lot of things in life, but I guess for everything that we go through, there are lessons
There are.
there in all of those messages.
Yes,
And those
yes.
lessons make us stronger, right?
That's right.
And so, my brother Charles, now, you were born in Chicago, correct?
Correct.
You were born in Chicago, but you grew up, where did you grow up?
I grew up in the state of Mississippi,
Mm-hmm.
and I have family members there in the state of Mississippi.
And what part of Mississippi?
In the Delta called Rolling Fork, Mississippi.
Oh, did I say, let me introduce to you my brother, Charles Davis, Chicago's own. Give him a big round of applause. You know, for my friends who see me out there performing, you know my brother Charles is always with me. So, I'm sorry, I didn't give you a full introduction. My brother Charles Davis. All right, vocal extraordinaire, American visual artist, painter, and friend. All right.
Thank
Now,
you.
you said you grew up in Chicago, but you were born in where?
No, I was born in Chicago, and I was raised in the state of Mississippi, in the Delta called Rolling Fork, Mississippi.
That city kind of, it rings a bell or something. Is that a famous place, Rolling Fork, Mississippi?
Well, Rolling Fork does have history there. They have the one and only Muddy Water family is in Rolling Fork, Mississippi.
Okay, Muddy Waters family
Muddy Waters
is there.
family.
Is he
is
from there? Is he from Rolling Fork? We'll
well,
have to find that out.
yes,
'cause
that
we're
is something we
celebrating
have
his
to
life
make
here.
sure. Yes, yes, but Rolling Fork do accept him as being a resident there in Rolling Fork. Yes, and they also have another Willie Ford Smith is also a famous singer.
What kind
That
of
is
singer?
a-
Blues or?
No, she sings gospel.
Oh,
She's
she's
a
a
gospel
gospel singer.
artist.
Okay.
Yes, that I had found out about.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Among some more people too.
So now, when you were down south, you were very young. Were you,
Yes.
you came up in church?
Yes, I came up in church, and so I started playing the piano at different various churches at a young age. You know, and I always have loved music, and I always loved art.
Always music and art. All right.
Yes.
And so, like, when you were down south, you remember the moments of being in church and fellowshipping and you know, listening to the word and singing in the choir. Did you sing in the choirs down south?
Yes, I did have the opportunity to sing in the choirs while I was younger, and so as I stated that at an early age, I started playing the piano in the different churches. Down there, they have churches have what is once a month they have the pastor to come in. But so since they have it going on like that, so I would have to go to different churches playing.
You used to church hop.
Yeah,
That's
church
because
hop.
we used to church hop.
Church
Yeah,
hop,
no, yeah.
if you want to call it that, yes. So
Yeah.
every other Sunday I was playing at different churches down there in that area.
Now, what about here in Chicago? It says that you attended Mount Pisgah, which is a historical church here in Chicago.
Yes,
Mount
Mount
Pisgah.
Pisgah. Yes, Mount Pisgah. So
Missionary Baptist Church,
yes,
South Side
Missionary
Chicago.
Baptist Church on South Side. Yes, it's at 4600 South South King Drive. Yes, I had the opportunity to have experience there, and I learned more there at Mount Pisgah, and I also had the opportunity to sing. Started out with the angelic choir, and we went and formed another choir called the inspirational choir because we was older, and so we felt like
The adult
young
choir.
adults needed their own choir, and so we started inspirational choir. Pastor Joseph Wells was the pastor at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome man. He was really awesome. And so Mount Pisgah was really, really awesome. At that time, back in the 70s, I would say they had church choir battles, and the different choirs would be in
I remember that.
competitions. And what about that? They would sing anthems. And so the choirs would be singing their anthems, and so, well, so I'm gonna be boastful about Mount Pisgah. What about that? Our choir, of course, we would even go to the different competition with the different churches. But so I can definitely recall that we would buy the trophy and bring it back home.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, it was really awesome at that time. Oh, and also we would go from our broadcast at Mount Pisgah, then we would go to Fellowship Missionary Baptist
Mm-hmm,
Church.
mm-hmm,
What
mm-hmm.
about that? The late Reverend Doctor Reverend Doctor Evans
Mm-hmm.
was the pastor there, and what about that? They was awesome as well, a
Mm-hmm.
choir, and so they would even come over to Mount Pisgah one year. Then, they would come and they would sing, and the church be packed. Uh, and then we would leave from their church broadcast, and we would go over there to New Nazareth. We would go to different churches broadcast.
We used to do that too. We would.
Yes,
I was going to AOA's Church of God over
yes,
741 East Bowen,
yes.
and well, of course, I was in the youth choir
Uh huh.
during that time, and that was when that was when I was really, really wanting to lead a song, right? Singing in the
Right.
choir, but I wanted to lead a song, right? And the music director came, pulled me to the side, and say, Catherine, you know, you need to lower your voice because your voice is louder than the other voices, and you sound bluesy, and God don't like that. You know, you're disrespecting God because you're singing bluesy. Did you ever go through something like that where you just was singing from your heart, and then somebody pull you to the side and say, you don't sound like what you're supposed to sound like? Did you ever go through something like that?
Well, I had the experience about that while I was at Mount Pisgah Missionary Baptist Church. I had the opportunity to meet a Professor Charles Pike.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Professor Charles Pike, he had took me under his wing, among others, as well, there at Mount Pisgah, and he was teaching us. And what about that? He gave me the opportunity. What about that? He saw that I had something special in my voice, and so he even gave me a opportunity to lead a song, some
Mm-hmm.
songs in the choir,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so I'm grateful for him to give me the confidence that I needed for about that I could get out
Mm-hmm.
there
Mm-hmm.
and lead a song and wanting to sing more.
Now I remember another choir that I was in. Man, I think we had one of the baddest choirs. Our voices, but the pastor, I'm not going to say no name, but he didn't want to be recognized for a great choir. He wanted to be recognized for his messages.
Okay.
So um, I did get to lead a song, but it from what I heard was that if you wanted to lead a song, it depended on how much you tithed.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that played a big part too.
Yes, it did. It did.
You tithe big, you can have a lot within the church body.
Okay.
And so I mean I'm sure that I'm not the only one that went through that. First, I was accused of singing bluesy, and then the next one was, well, your tithing, depending on your tithing and everything. So I kind of like, but in the meanwhile, I still had that blues within myself. that blues feeling that I couldn't get rid of that because that was seed that was planted within me.
True.
And now, for you singing, Charles, you said Charles Pike.
Charles Pike, a Professor Charles Pike.
Now, like, when did you realize you wanted to sing other styles of music?
Well, I
Or you were
always,
liking other styles of
well, I
music?
always uh, had a desire to sing all types of music.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the gospel music was the ones that was available to
Foundation.
me, a
Yeah.
foundation to me at that time. Um, so I did have the opportunity for about that. Charles Pike uh, took me to his hometown of Abilene, Texas. For about that, he went to go record an album, and we went to Abilene, Texas, and recorded an album.
Mm-hmm.
And the album was wonderful, a real good album. Um, Charles Pike, so he had a group called Charles Pikes and the Scholars.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Scholars was consist of his sister Brenda,
Mm-hmm.
uh, also Lynn Collins, Mama Feelgood,
Mama feel good.
Mama Feelgood.
That sounded like she was a rhythm and blues singer, huh?
She was
They called her Mama Feel Good in
Mama
church.
Feelgood. No,
Oh,
she was
oh.
not in church. No, at that particular time, they were still in high school.
Mhm.
And so Charles Pike, by him being as brilliant and talented as he
Now, what did
was,
he played music and
yes,
he was
he was an
directed choir.
organist, a director, pianist, uh, and he uh, at one time became the minister of music at Mount Pisgah Missionary Baptist Church.
Mhm.
So at the time they was in school, they had, and they do have a 45 two on YouTube that
Mhm.
they recorded, and it is listed on YouTube.
Mhm,
Charles
mhm.
Pike and the Scholars, and so Charles Pike, he was taking me with him to Abilene, Texas, where about that I was replacing Lynn Collins.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Now, Lynn, what did she do? Where did she go?
well,
Oh, she was singing.
Lynn Collins had the opportunity to go and sing with James Brown, the Godfather of Soul,
Oh, what a
and
golden opportunity.
she made that song called "You Better Think."
Really?
Yes, yes, you better think, and uh, but it was a beautiful experience that I had
Mhm.
working with him in Texas, as well as in the city of Chicago as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So your life was filled with music and
It was
travel.
filled with music. Yes,
All
I
right, and
enjoyed it so much.
you were enjoying it, meeting people along the way and
Exactly.
everything. So tell us this. How did you get crossover into another type of music or another style of music? Because from the way you were explaining, you went totally somewhere else that was like it, it, it's I mean it's a song of inspiration, but I wouldn't label it anywhere as gospel. I mean it's a spiritual message to it, but it it goes somewhere else. And so I want to know, and we want to know, what happened where you did this crossover.
Well, I would like to say that I felt like I wanted to branch out and try other music, and so with that, I had the opportunity to to experiment with other songs, uh, uh, which I also presently is with a group called Ultimax Band, and so I'm playing keyboards in this wonderful group.
This is a family band too, right?
There is family members in this band, Ultramax Band. Hello, Ultramax Band. Shout out to you, and so they have excellent band members that is experienced. They have worked with other groups in the past that I had the opportunity to be in their presence as well. Yes, and Ultramax Band was so awesome, competing with other bands that they won the title about that they could open up shows for other groups that was coming into the city.
That's awesome. That's
Totally awesome. Yes.
And thank you so much, because you also, with my original songs that I recorded in the studio just recently, you gave me the connection with Master DJ Daryl.
Daryl
right?
Coleman, yes.
Yes, Daryl Coleman, and he put me on the rotation, the music rotation. So he's playing my songs as well.
Excellent.
So a shout out
Excellent.
to him too.
Shout out.
So, okay, now you were singing and playing in church, and then all of a sudden you heard the song on the radio, right? Because this wasn't a song that was played on WVON
No.
or whatever black. Well, that was the only black station that we had back in the '60s and '70s. So, but you must have been listening to other stations as well, right? WLS.
WLS, yes. I'm not quite sure exactly, the station that I heard it on, but it caught my interest.
Caught your interest to
it
what,
caught my
sing it
interest.
or to play
To
piano?
play it. Okay, honestly, I have always had the desire to be close to the Creator.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I was old enough to understand that one do exist, I always wanted to be close to him. So I asked him, I say, Father, if you teach me how to play the piano, I'll serve you till I die.
Mm-hmm.
And he worked with me.
Mm-hmm.
And he opened up the doors that were about that I was able to move around playing the piano at a young age also.
Awesome.
Yes.
So
Wendy.
Wendy.
Except Wendy is...
This is a song. I mean, I've heard this song before, but like I said, we wouldn't hear this on WVON.
No.
On WLS, yeah. But this song was recorded by a group called The Association.
The Association is the one that, that done it, but so I haven't played that song in so long, I'm wondering, can I still remember it?
I wonder if the audience would like to hear it, because we do have it that Alex is going to play it next. So
Yeah, play.
Here's Wendy, by
Wendy.
The Association.
Yes.
And you can dance on this one too.
Who's speaking out from under a stairway, calling a name that's lighter than air? Who's bending down to give me a rainbow? Everyone knows it's Windy. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody she sees? Who's reaching out has stormy eyes that flash at the sound of lies, and Windy has wings to fly above the clouds, above the clouds. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody she sees? Who's reaching out to capture a moment? Everyone knows it's Windy. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody she sees? Who's reaching out to capture a moment? Everyone knows it's Windy. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody she sees? Who's reaching out to capture a moment? Everyone knows it's Windy. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody she sees? Who's reaching out to capture a moment? Everyone knows it's Windy. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling?
Windy. That's a nice, catchy song. You could dance to Windy.
Yes.
Now I
that's a
do.
nice
I
catch-
remember hearing that song growing up. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, Windy. So like, wow. So you started just picking at the keyboard, the keys and everything, and you started playing it and everything. So that pretty much opened you up to other styles of music.
Yes, so I always had it in the back of my mind, but I, wanted to try to stay saved, I would say.
Stay saved. Oh, right. So
Stay
you
safe. Stay safe because my grandmother and them, they was, really strict,
Yes, baby.
and they kept close tabs upon on us and stuff like that. And so we was going to church, church was basically it, and going,
My parents were strict. They were strict as far as our morals and values.
Yes.
But as far as our whatever we wanted to do with whatever practice, religious practice we wanted to do, they pretty much let us make our own choices on that. They didn't tell us, well, if you don't practice, if you don't believe a certain kind of way, then you're going to be punished, or it's going to cause problems in the family and stuff. I didn't grow up in that type of atmosphere, but a lot of people did, and because my brother and I were going to church on our own, we did see that we saw some things in there that was not so nice, with the favoritism and with the if you couldn't sing a song if you didn't pay tithes and stuff like that, and we were children for that. But because my faith was strong and I was seeking and searching through life, and for everything that we were going through, I wanted to always know that I was going to be protected, and and to serve what my purpose in life, to be a good person and to love everybody, and just be a representative of whom I was believing in, and that's who you are, and you still are today, and that's what I think is a great thing for you, as far as all that you've done in your life, and with your voice, your singing voice. We haven't heard your singing voice yet, and I would like for the audience to get to hear you, because we can sing. So with us being able to sing, we can sing a cappella. We're not afraid to sing a cappella. And so my brother Charles is going to sing something for you. But before that, I would like to say again, for those of you who are just joining us here at New Rhythm Arts Center, thank you so much for coming in and stopping in to hang with us and listen to what we talk about and the music that we play and the stories that we tell, and have fun, and even to the music, you can, whether you want to shout it out or you want to dance it out or sing along with us with some of the songs you might be familiar with. It's all good. It's all a wonderful thing, and hopefully I'll have you here as a guest so you can share your stories with us so that we can know you, because that's what this is about. We want to know you and show you off. And so, again, the department like to say thank you to the Department of Cultural Affairs and Mayor Lori Lightfoot and Lawyers for Creative Arts and New Rhythm Arts Center and all my friends and followers on Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you all so much for supporting this program, and we give it different titles. And what is it called this week? 70s and 80s artists? Music Legends of Chicago's 70s and 80s. Thank you, Alicia. So, yeah, so that thank you all for coming and being with us and everything. So my brother Charles has so much. As who he is, growing up in Chicago, born in Chicago, but grew up down south, and then being involved in church and singing in choirs and learning to play the piano by heart, and then making a crossover into another style of music. And it's like he was making these crossovers into in helping to develop him and who he is today. And so now, brother, we played the recordings. I would love for the audience to hear you sing something, just whatever you feel your heart wants you to express to us in the audience. If you could sing a little bit, and then after that, I would like for you to. This beautiful artwork is a creation from my brother Charles Davis. So here he is. Put your hands together, Charles Davis. Get the microphone, brother.
I would like to say that this song that I'm going to sing a cappella was a song that Charles Pike allowed me to sing at Mount Pisgah Missionary Baptist Church. And so I love the song. I love the meaning of this song. So if you know the song, please sing along with me.
What's the title?
Keep the Faith.
Keep the Faith.
It's the name of the
Keep
song.
that faith.
Keep the faith until the end. Matters not how it's been. Live right each day, trust in God and pray, and keep the faith till the end. Keep the faith until the end. Matters not how it's been. Live right each day. Trust and pray. And keep the faith till the end.
Yeah.
Have faith, have hope, have love, and build your hopes on things above. Give freely to the poor, a rich reward He has in store for those who keep the faith to the end. Keep the faith until the end. Matters not how it's been. Live right each day. trust and pray and keep the faith till the end. Thank you.
Give my brother a big round of applause. Charles Davis, the incomparable. Oh, no. No. All right. So, Brother Charles, huh? Oh. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to talk this out. Brother got a. All right, so here we. All right, well, let me be saying stuff like this. Okay, so again, my name is Katherine Davis. I don't even know. Did I introduce myself? Oh yes. Okay. So Katherine Davis, we're here every Sunday. Not every Sunday, because if you notice, the last 2 Sundays we weren't here. And so I know you missed us because we missed you too. All right. Now, let me give you some updates on what I'm doing. I'm still in the recording studio working on original songs that I have written many years ago and songs that I wrote last year when this pandemic hit. And because that I had gotten the grant from DCASE and Mayor Lori Lightfoot, I was able to pull a lot of my songs, not all of them because I wrote a lot. And I've been going in the recording studio, recording these songs. And so you're going to hear one of my songs a little bit later. But I want to let you know, August 8th, me and my group, we're playing for the Muddy Waters tribute. They're making his home into a historical site, and so I was asked to perform, and so I'm honored for that. So that's on August 8th at 3 o'clock at 42nd and Lake Park, Chicago, Illinois. And then let's see, July 24th, I'm doing something. I'm performing at the Ravens Theater at, 6100 North on Clark. Right, we're going to be in the parking lot, and this is sponsored by the City of Chicago, DCASE. And that's July 24th. And then August 8th, and then September 2nd for the Chicago Blues Fest, because the Blues Fest and Jazz Fest, Blues Fest in Chicago, that didn't happen at Millennium Park. So there's scattered sites where performers, they're having festivals throughout the city. So September 2nd, I'm going to be at Blues on Halsted along with Erwin Helfer, and we're performing September 2nd. All right. Or is it September 3rd? One of them, okay? Just keep following us. We're okay. It's cool. It's okay. So, brother, now keep the faith. And that's what you're right. We have to keep our faith no matter what.
True.
And sometimes even when we can say we're the strongest of the strongest, but sometimes we can feel weak. We can feel weak.
True.
But it's like music, visual arts, when we feel weak, we have to go within ourselves and pull out some more of the great values that we have within ourselves. Am I right?
That's right.
We have to keep going within ourselves, not outside of ourselves. We have to go within ourselves and pull out what we got within us and express it.
True.
And express it in a way that helps us to feel good and help others feel good.
Correct.
And so I want to ask you, because you're a vocalist, you play piano, we're going to do that a little later. Your selection of music is great. Now, this is all, audience, do you see all this beautiful artwork that's sitting here? My brother Charles, he created this. I work at the Smart Museum of Visual Arts, and we have, I learned so much working at the Smart Museum. I learned about visual arts and abstract art, and how, what do you need? A pencil, you need crayons, you need paint, you need
Brushes.
canvas, brushes. You got to have all of that to just uh, to start something. Because see, growing up, we drew a lot, but we just threw it away because we didn't know the value. We come a long way. We have come a long way to self values of in everything that we touch. It's gold, and here it is. Now I'm working in a museum, and I look at all this artwork that I'm around, and by these artists, and now it's about appreciating the art,
True.
the arts,
Yes.
whether it's music or visual arts. And so here's your work. Would you like to share with us about your work and what you were thinking about? What made you think that you could draw and paint? Tell us.
Well, I would like to say that first of all, I want to give you thank you for giving me this opportunity to come here to New Rhythm Center, and what about that you are giving me the spotlight. I would like to say this painting here, this one here, I call this one here the Rainbow Circle. I love color, and so
I see all
and
kinds
so
of colors. Too.
yes, and so this one was done out of love. This painting here was done out of love because I love all the colors in the rainbow, all colors, period. This painting here on my right, this one here
Now, is this on canvas?
yes, it's on canvas, and they are on acrylic paintings. So I'm bringing 3 of my pieces of work today. So, but I do have others. I do have drawings that I have not brought with me today. This particular painting, I was inspired with this particular painting because I was feeling energy, and so I was expressing energy in this drawing over here, this one. And what about that? I felt that I should be able to express the different avenues as far as pyramids, because to say that the pyramids have energy. And so the pyramids is what about that they are drawing energy from the universe, or else that the ancient Mayans and other gods from out in space, etc. And so they was dealing with the pyramids at that particular time.
So are these like all untitled?
This one is
Works.
untitled. This one here is the Rainbow of Circles, and this one over here on my left, on the fur that is framed, this one here is the one I call Paradise. This one here is what about that I'm dealing with colors, and so I feel like that it don't have to be just black, white, brown, but why not have colors, put the different colors, and show that you are showing and expressing your love for colors. Some folks might see it and say, or you might see it in something like Dr. Seuss work or something like that, the different colors, different colored trees. They don't have to be just black or brown. Yes. So that's the way that I feel about this particular painting here.
So you have this certain type of feeling of you're thinking beauty
Beauty.
and togetherness and
Yes.
unity, because you're saying the
Unity.
circle of life, and then you're saying the pyramids, and then you're saying it's
Paradise.
more to it than just black and white and brown.
Yes, exactly. Life is not in black and white. It is all colors.
I remember when I went to Germany, that was 1989, right before I went to East Berlin, right before the walls came down, and I got to see everything in black and white. All of that East Berlin was all in black and white. And it was like so different. And, I mean, but you could feel something in the air that was saying, there's some changes about to happen, but you didn't know it. But the people there was few people who could speak a little English, and they were crying because we were performing. I was there with Thurman Helfer and S.P. Leary, I believe, S.P. and Floyd McDaniel, and we were performing, and it was just beautiful. But everything was in black and white. So
That was different.
it was different. So now you're saying, so do they have names? Or all your work is untitled?
No, this one here is untitled. This one here is Paradise of Color.
Paradise of Color. All right.
And this one here is the Rainbow Circle.
Now you have quite a few pieces of art, and you had your work was on display at one of the senior citizens, correct, on the south side of Chicago.
Yes, exactly.
Right? And then when the pandemic happened, that changed it. Okay, so let's move on now, brother. Can we play some blues? You want to get on the piano?
Okay.
I'm gonna sit here because arthritis is mean to me right now. So I'm gonna stay sitting here. I'm gonna sing, and Brother Charles is gonna play the piano, and we're gonna do what? Down Home Blues.
Down Home Blues.
All-time favorite. That was probably one of my first. No, that wasn't one of my first blues songs, but Denise LaSalle was one of my favorite first vocalists to sing, and I loved everything that Denise LaSalle sang. All right, now everybody get on up. I'm locked in. Put your hands together. You can get up and dance and. Oh yeah. Time go by fast when you're having fun. They say a party's jumping. Everybody wanna have a good time. And you know what's going through my mind. Do you mind if I get comfortable? I wanna kick off my shoes, yes, oh yes. I wanna let my hair down and party on some down home blues. Oh yeah. You see, I don't get out much on the town. I'm not the kind of woman that be running around all week long. I know how to keep my cool, yes, I do. I'm gonna get my head banged, party on some down home blues. Yes, yes. Down home blues, down home blues. All I wanna hear is some down home blues all night long. Every other record or two. Oh yes, I'm gonna get on down and party on some down home blues. I know my old man, he gonna wanna fuss and fight because of the hour I'm getting in tonight. I don't care. I'm gonna do as I choose. Oh yes, I'm gonna let my hair down, party on some down home blues. Help me sing it now. Down home blues, down home blues. all you southern folks. All I wanna hear is some down home blues all night long. Every other record or two. Uh-huh. We're gonna have some fun and party on some down home blues. Come on, down home blues. I wanna party all night long. Me and my family, me and my friends, me and my lover. Ain't no end. Party on some down home blues. Ain't nothing like some down home blues. Ain't nothing like it. The down home blues. All right, give everybody a big round of applause. Give my brother Charles a big round of applause. Down home blues, brother. So, brother, we don't have that much longer. Let's see. We're gonna play. Well, okay. So, come on, have a seat. When we first met, that's been more than 2 decades ago.
Yes.
When we met and we bonded so easily.
Yes.
And of course, like I said, my husband was passing away, and you were there. You came, and it was really, really, really difficult during that time. And you came right in and just took the responsibility, and you was just there for me wherever I needed. And you've always been like that for me ever since. And I say
love you
thank you
dearly.
so much. And so, like, I'm working on all these music projects, and I always, wherever I can fit my brother in, I always fit him in because he has a lovely voice, as you could tell, and as you hear. And so I have him on my music projects. I've been at the studio. I have my brother singing background on some of the songs that I'm singing on. And one of the songs that I just gave it out to
DJ Daryl Coleman.
DJ Daryl Coleman and to Jacob Schultz and Old Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been playing my music, so I'm real happy about that. But I wrote this song called A Better Life, and you were singing background vocals on it,
Yes.
along with my daughter and friend and some fabulous musicians. So would you, Alex, play A Better Life? Since I was a young child, I'd always loved to dream. I would always see myself somewhere I had never been. Love protected me from worrying, too young to wonder why. I didn't have to ask any questions, but with time came a big surprise. Too young to understand the realities of life. Why with so much confusion and hold on to my mind a better life. A better life, yes. All I want right now is a better life, a better life, a better life, a better life, yes. All I want right now is a better life. Many people worry, yes they do, and many of them try but because of their skin color, it was so very hard to get by. I did not understand why so much misery and pain just to have a better life, but with very little to gain. A better life, a better life. I want a better life, a better life. Yes, all I want right now is a better life, a better life, a better life. Can I have a better life? Yes, all I want right now is a better life. Now my parents always told me. Yeah. All right. So if you want, it's a beautiful song with very powerful message and everything. But the clock on the wall says that we have to we just have to play it again on another segment and everything. Brother Charles, is there something that you would like to share with us before we close this segment out? Would you like to share with us something?
I would just like to say that I am just highly elated, and I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to come and to express myself.
That's
and,
right.
And so my mindset is that I'm not concerned about the past, but I'm moving forward. What about there's bigger and better things that I have to do, and with the help of the Most High, I will be able to succeed it. And with you in my life, there's no limits.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alicia Hempling, Alex Robinson. Thank you so much for helping to just making it work so that we would be able to,
Yes.
sit down and have a chit chat and show off what we have and everything. We will see you again next Sunday right here at 5 o'clock at the New Rhythm Arts Center. And now that we're open to the public and everything, maybe we might want an audience as well. Come in and sit with us, hang with us, and let's just bond with each other. And because I'm missing you guys, I hope you're missing us too. I miss you all. And see you soon. Oh, one more thing, Alicia, do we have anyone out there that's
Alice Doherty Morley,
Hi.
Alice Weinstein,
Hey, Alice.
Rita Alvarez,
Hi, Rita. Hi, Kathy.
Stephen
And Tasha. Happy birthday, Tasha.
Stephen Dollins,
Hey, Steve. Hi.
and Tom Hempling.
Hi, Tom. Well, thank you all so much, and we see you next week. So have a beautiful week. Be safe, be healthy, and we'll see you again soon. Peace and love. Thank you.